Hello, today is Sunday, the 26th day of May 2013, and for today, I want to go over the folder that I use for these videos. If you look on the more information box to any of these videos, you will see directory for chart images used, and I'll put a directory down, and it leads to this Dropbox folder in here. And within it, every single time I do a video for the date, you click on whatever date, say the 3rd of May, there is a bunch of different images. And going through this again, you got article headlines, but there really isn't. I need to use this more than I do, and most times that I do, I use it in one of my normal folders. Data, historical, older photos, internet screenshots. Again, I need to use that one a bit more as well. But I want to go over this data section right now. Within the data section, you have the Dow Jones Ratio with gold and silver, the hourly gold, monthly gold, the gold-silver ratio, and the LBMA since 1968, gold yearly, palladium and platinum daily. This was a spreadsheet that was done earlier, silver hourly for 2013, and so on and so forth. And most of these are now newly modified. If you look at the date modified, this was done on Friday, May 24th at 6:19 p.m. Gold hourly, same thing, done May 24th. Gold monthly, fairly new. This is May 24th. The yearly hasn't been updated yet, nor for a while. The palladium and platinum hasn't been done since January 29. But most of these are ready to go, basically. Let's take a look at this one here. This is the Dow Jones Ratio with gold and silver, 448 kilobytes. We're going to reduce the size of this. But before we do, let's just take a look at the properties of this file. This was created on February the 15th, 2013. So there was a good chance that on that exact date, there would have been some technical analysis on the ratio then. So let's take a look at the file. Again, it's a 0.5 megabyte, a lot of information that is available, and here we have it. So what we have here, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. What we have here is the first column is the ratio with gold, the second ratio is silver, and the third ratio that has the date. So on the second day of January 1968, the Dow to gold ratio was in at 25 3/4, where the silver was 417. And just look at all these decimals. I'm going to change that this video too. Just remove a lot of these decimals. And maybe it'll make it smaller than 448 kilobytes. But continuing on further, we can see that it's up in the 1980 period. In January, we can see it was down to 17.5 on the silver ratio, and the Dow and gold was pretty much par at 1.03. Now today, on the 24th of May, we have the Dow Jones and gold a little over 11, and the silver at 683, but at one point was 708. So therefore, let's take a look back to that day in February to see what the charts look like then. Again, February the 15th was when this was created. So what we'll do is we'll go to the older photos and look for February. There's February 15th right in here, and we can see that we have what we're looking for. So as far as the gold to Dow ratio, we can see here that on the chart, let me just open it up in Paint instead though. Okay, so we can see here is that the 11 mark pretty much is going up to here. So it hasn't quite got up to the first significant Fibonacci level. Now at this time frame, it had went sideways for quite some time, and then it broke out. Now, as far as the Dow Jones with the price of silver, again, we're going to open it within Paint. And it's gone up to 700, as we just seen. Now in the size 600. So it's right now, right here. Getting up to about here. So it has had a pierce above this level. Again, what I was saying was looking like it might have tested that area. The test has been in play. Now you get one of those, well, now what situations? You were expecting it to come up here. What's it going to do now? It's pierced above, so that means that A, we could have a continued fast move up to the next level. It could mean that maybe we're going to continue to stabilize within this level, maybe find some support in here before eventually maybe coming up here. It also can mean that failed pierce above this mark. If we take a look at the more longer term chart within this, which would be the 116-day period, again, I got to open it up with Paint. So let's just fix that up. Okay, so now that we look at this in here, we can see this was a perfect example of what was just going below it and quickly, and then I end up finding support because it didn't go down to this level, and it didn't resist this level and then go back lower because, again, it's up to about in here. So this moving average may be starting to go sideways, and of course it's still below this running average level from the 16 low. Okay, so now let's fix the data. Again, this is a lot of decimals. It's almost a half a megabyte. So what we're going to do is we're going to select this all and bring this into a spreadsheet. Paste it in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything in here, just change the decimals, maybe to 3 decimal points. So we find out that there's 11,661 periods or cells needed. So we can format these cells and just change the decimals so that there is only 3. Then recopy everything back in place. And then it's fixed. So there we go. Copy this. Eliminate that. Repaste it. And that looks much better. That looks much better. So we'll save it. It's now saved. So let's now look and see exactly. It was like 448. Now the size has been reduced down to 292. So I guess the majority of it was pretty much useless numbers or decimals that pretty much were not needed. I will be updating palladium and platinum later on in the next few weeks, because palladium is actually kicking butt right now. It's by far outperforming all of the other levels. So again, this directory is open. If you need the data, you want to go through some older photos, it is available, and it is obviously all the stuff is available for download. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.